18th, 2026. In the year of our Lord, we are here. Thank you, God, for me being able to make it to the studio. We are here for another episode of High Off the Glass. Oh, man, I'm so happy to do this today. Oh, the audience is hyped. I'm hyped. What up, y'all? YouTube, IG, listeners, watchers, participants in the show. If you would like to participate, if you got any questions, concerns, or grievances, make sure you call 515-599-1687, 515-599-1687. One more time for the people in the back, 515-599-1687. Let's go, Pats. We are back here today. I have some great guests that are joining the show today. We did a bunch of basketball, football the last few weeks, but there's no football today. We are back to regular scheduled programming with NBA talk, basketball talk, and today I am joined, my co-host, he's been holding me down here for the last few months. Hopefully he continues to do it. Always helpful, sometimes annoying, gambling guru, a.k.a. Marshall White is in the building. What up, Marshall?
Hey, everybody. That's me. I'm here. We're getting high together.
That's it. Gambling Guru is here. I'm happy to have this brother. And this young man, y'all know who this cat is. It has been a minute. You know what I'm saying? He's making his triumphant return, and he's rolling up. He knows what the schedule is here. Yo, Mr. Josh Price is in the building, y'all. Give it up for Josh
baby?
Price. There it is.
Hey,
The audience is hyped to see you.
as I always say, one of my favorite places to visit. So,
Thank you.
Thank you. Of course, making sure to be festive about it as well.
There you go. We are very happy to have you back in the building, Josh.
Happy to be here, man.
No doubt. Josh has been busy. Gambling Guru's right there. Josh has been busy this season. I appreciate this man even taking time for us. Here's the deal. This man you see right now, he is currently the sideline reporter for St. Louis University basketball with In the Zone podcast, sports media, founded by our guy Palmer. I see Palmer on the clips doing it with you. I'm glad he is back active. So major shout out to In the Zone. Major shout out to these two these gentlemen right here, because these brothers are making it happen, man. They when you hear, well, I don't have money and I don't have resources and I need this and I can't chase my dreams because so fuck that. You know what I mean?
Nah, for sure. Go make it happen, man.
Go make it happen like In the Zone does, like Josh Price and Palmer does, man. So that very first, man, we're going to kick. Before we get into what you do, Guru, what are we blowing today? What green are we blowing?
Right now, we have some great examples from Coley Cannabis. Brian's Cake. We're going to be trying Brian's Cake right here. We've got a nice little glass pipe for our host and a lighter as well.
I am going to hit this. This is a new, Josh, you may not recognize, this is a new tradition we have since, and I got to give you pure transparency. Before I came to Overtime Studios here on Hampton, I used to be in the Buddha Basement. Yeah. When I was in the Buddha Basement, when I first started this show, 2019, the co-host, this gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
All coming back full circle.
You know what I'm saying? With Coach and shit.
Man.
So yeah, he is back, and this is something we do now. He loves his dispos. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? My man loves his dispos. I ain't mad at him. So let's see what he's working with today.
It's got a Brian's Cake is testing pretty good. It's over 28% just in cannabinoids. It's also got 2.1% terpenes. Let's go Coley Cannabis. This will run you about $90 out the door. It comes in a nice little white bag. Keeps it pretty fresh. This is purchased in a store over 6 weeks ago in the great state of Oklahoma. Shout out to Marijuana Reciprocity.
Should I give it to him or you got one for it?
Well, we got one for our guest as well, Mr. Josh Price.
Look at that.
We got we're gonna give you the penguin here. This is a penguin bowl.
He is prepared.
And I am ill prepared because I do not have a lighter.
Oh no, we got you on that.
Oh, if you need a lighter, we got you.
We got plenty of those lines.
Yes, we do. We have flame.
Preaching to the choir here. We got 3-4 lighters at least in the room.
So let's get with. I like it. Little bit of a nice little aftertaste to it. I can't taste the terpenes off the flip, but I do like it. Nice little kickback. What you think, Price?
That's real smooth right there.
Yeah,
I like that.
That is not bad at all.
Yeah, nice even smoke. Real good. God damn.
Even our one of our in-house producers, rappers, hip hop artists, Vinny Vici. Vinny Vici's in the house. He has got his little Coley hat. So Coley is definitely represented on high off the glass and My City, My Music today. But
Yeah, that's fine.
thank you for the bud, Guru.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into the show because we have got to knock this out before the patch start. Because I'm trying to see that Patriots game. That is my team. So we'll get into them later. All right, so Josh, we are excited about your new venture with Slew.
Yes, sir.
Bring us up to speed because I'm mad at this dude because we were supposed to go to the Richmond game yesterday.
And it was live, too. It was live in Chaffetz
I
yesterday.
know it was, and I want
9,000 strong in Chaffetz, man.
9,000 for
Yeah.
Richmond. Wow.
Yes.
Okay, and it's okay that it didn't happen because I was having so many vehicle issues any damn way. But yeah, man, tell us because I am trying to go to a game. I want to go to a game ASAP. I cannot wait. If I wait till when I go back to work at the end of the month, I won't have time. So I am trying to go to a game. So bring us up to speed on Slew basketball, brother, because again, we are completely out of touch.
Yeah,
he may be a little more than I am since he's an alum.
This is quite honestly probably the most fun, most athletic team Slew has had maybe ever.
Wow.
Currently, if you live in St. Louis, you haven't been to Chaffetz yet, please get down to the arena and just catch a game, man. It is fun environment. They just got a lot of guys who are fun to watch. They can go as much as 10 deep regularly.
Wow.
They got some depth to them. They can play kind of any style right now. Record-wise, they are 17-1. Their one loss this season was to Stanford by 1 point.
Stanford is that good, huh?
I don't know. So to
They
be
just
honest,
beat my Tar Heels, so I'm mad at that, and I hate that we lost to a school like Stanford.
but
Like, ugh.
also part of that
It
is
was
a little bit
it was
of
a road trip.
I was gonna say part of that is a little bit of a scheduling thing because you got teams like fucking Cal and Stanford in the ACC now, which makes no sense. But
It
that's
don't.
another
It don't.
that's another argument for another day.
Right.
But Slew's one loss this year to Stanford out in California in a tournament. Other than that, man, they have been a buzzsaw. They have cleared, I think, 80 points 10 times.
Wow.
Cleared 90 and 100 quite a few times here recently
Wow.
before conference play. So, 11-game win streak that they're on currently, 5-0 to start conference play. So
11-game win streak they're on right
11-game
now.
win streak since that Stanford game. They have not lost.
First in the A10.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yes.
And they will probably be in the AP top 25 come Monday once the new rankings come
It's
out.
about okay. And now, have they been in that all season?
No, so they last
Wow.
week was as high as they've gotten. They were 26, so they were the first team not in the top 25 to receive votes.
Wow.
So they'll probably be. It might even be as high as top 20 to be
Yeah.
quite honest. But they have been a buzzsaw. They are the number one team in the Atlantic 10 in win margin, scoring margin, rebound margin. Like they are a nightmare to deal with because they go on runs, bro. So like yesterday, as an example, start off a little slow against Richmond. I think the first media timeout they were up 7-2.
Richmond was.
No, Slew was.
Wow.
But then you look up 8 minutes later, they were up, I think, 27-7. So it's like they go on these runs. They have shooters. Kellen Thames is a hometown guy.
Okay.
Where'd
Where'd he go to high school?
Pattonville High School.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So he is hometown guy. He's been getting a lot of buzz lately. He, finishing fast breaks with ease. He's been their leading scorer in conference play, and the man has hit 1 3-pointer all season.
Nice. I love that. He plays
So he
inside the
is
arc.
unstoppable getting
arc.
to the cup, man. They got
Nice.
they're a long team, bro. So Trey Green is a guard for them that transferred in. I forget what school Trey transferred in from, but
We'll get that up in a second.
yeah, but Trey is
don't
probably the only guy on the roster right now that gets regular playing time that I think is like shorter than like 6'4", 6'5". Like they have some depth. They have a lot of guys who are switchable. Deion Brown is like a 6'4" guard, but is one of the leading rebounders in the conference. Like they have a team that is versatile, bro. So not only do I think they can win the ATN, I think they can pull off some upsets come March if they get in the tournament.
Snap.
bro.
Okay. Any of those players NBA prospects?
So I don't. So they've got a couple guys that I think could potentially get there. Kellen, I don't think is going to be an NBA guy like coming out this year, but if he continues to show that growth that he made from last year to this year, maybe another year of college ball, he's a guy that has NBA athleticism for sure.
Okay.
Robbie, big 6'10", like forward center. My only concern for him trying to be an NBA prospect is just he's gonna get beat up on defense. He's not really quick enough on the perimeter.
He's a what center? Did you say 6'4"?
6'10".
Oh, okay,
6'10".
I'm
But he
tripping.
can. He's a versatile offensive player. So he leads the team in assists. He is not the greatest rebounder, but at the same time, he's not afraid to play physical in the post.
Good. Can he shoot the three?
He'll shoot the three. He knocks it down. He's one of the leading 3-point shooters in the conference as well.
44%. 44% from three.
Yeah. So
nice.
Robbie can knock down a three. A lot of dribble handoffs. Like he plays a lot like a Euro big.
Yeah.
That's the way that I'd probably describe him.
Right
His comp is Nikola Jokic in college.
Yeah.
He's
So
the college Jokic. You'll see this is a big lumbering guy,
Yeah.
but he's got a touch around the rim. He
Yep.
doesn't dunk,
Yeah.
but he lays it in off the glass
Yeah.
so smooth.
And
He's got
he's
such
really-
great court vision.
really good at picking his spots between, hey, I need to go get a bucket, and hey, let me find a teammate for a better shot.
Yeah.
Like he really finds that balance well.
Okay.
I would say his comp in the NBA is something like Tyler Hansborough.
Yeah.
He would be an undersized forward, maybe with a slower foot speed
Yep.
than Tyler Hansborough.
Cycle
But
T was my boy.
Yeah.
he played in the NBA.
I don't know
Tyler
if that player can
Hansborough
play
is
in the league right now, but
he doesn't play now, but he
Yeah.
played for a year. He played for a year or two.
Okay.
I don't think he got a second contract.
Yeah, no.
And-
no,
But
but I'm saying
Robbie's
that's
advantage,
that player though.
Robbie's advantage compared to like a Tyler Hansborough would be that he can just knock down the outside shot a lot better than Tyler
Yep.
could.
Right.
And-
That's kind of more of his game. Whereas,
He reminds me of Tim Duncan as well.
yeah, he's got a real natural feel for the game. Like nothing looks forced.
Yeah, if you called Robbie the big fundamental, everybody would agree.
That's what's up.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
he's a bank shot away.
But they've got a deep team, man, for sure.
Okay, who's the coach this season?
Josh Shirts. This is year 2 of Coach Shirts. Ironically enough, my first time covering any college basketball, I got a chance to cover the Arch Madness tournament here, the Missouri Valley Conference.
Arch Madness is so dope.
Yeah, so dope.
It's awesome. Every
Shout out
year.
to the folks that run that because they gave us a real good experience
There you
doing
go.
that.
nice.
But my first one of my first post game presses that I was in was Coach Shirts being at Indiana State because they were in.
He was
the
a
MVC.
Sycamore coach. Okay.
Yeah, so he had the team humming there. He had a lot like this team. They had a lot bigger guards that were real switchable. Robbie was actually there as a freshman, so he came and transferred in with him once he made the move from Indiana State to St. Louis. So Coach Shirts, man, the system that he runs on offense, whatever he is doing,
Yeah.
it is working because they are, again, they can kill you with the three. They set a school record this year for 3-point makes. I think that was against St. Joseph's. 19 threes made that game. But they also, they can work the ball, a lot of ball movement, moving off of a good shot to get a great shot is a lot of what they do. And credit to Coach Shirts for that because he's had them humming all year long.
Okay. I'm here for that. What you got, Marshall?
One more thing. Let's compare him to Duke, the consensus #1 team of the nation. Duke is scoring 85 points per game.
Compare him to Duke, bro? Come on.
Yeah, of course. You know why, right? Because
I don't.
Duke might be the consensus #1 team in the nation, but the #1 scoring team in the nation is St. Louis University, right here in town. You want to go see some points put up on the board? They're averaging over 91 a game. Wow. They are going to put the ball in the hole. We're talking rebounding, offensive boards leading to easy buckets, threes, off of the dribble, off the pass, fast breaks. I mean, this is an up team.
Okay.
They are in rhythm the
No doubt.
entire time. They
Yeah.
take the best shot available.
So, my man, Marshall's the gambling guru. Take them to cover the spread. Take them to go over on the team total if you're into gambling on college basketball, because that's usually a pretty good bet. Like, especially home games when Chaffetz gets humming, they get to knocking down threes, getting out on the break.
Right.
It's an unbeatable team, man.
Right. Especially at arena, it's small but it's big.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that's how Chaffetz is. So when you send sound around that place, that the waves have power. Okay. So I'm worried. This offense sounds great to me from what both of y'all explained. Tell me about Coach Shirts. Coach Shirts. Why would Indiana State let him go?
Well, I don't think it was letting him go. It was him deciding, hey, I got an opportunity that I really want to take. Because it's also like Missouri Valley is one level. The A-10 is, in terms of college basketball, it is a major conference.
Yeah.
So to speak. So
Missouri
the
Valley
opportunity for that, for that to happen, I think for him, he kind of recognized also with the way that he can get players, because he was getting players at Indiana State, the way that he can get players in a city like St. Louis versus,
Terre Haute.
Yeah, Terre Haute, where Indiana State is, it's night and day difference.
Right.
So, you got a guy like Quentin Jones who's a transfer in hometown Chicago, where you can get guys like that are a little bit both closer to home, but also feeling like they are in a bigger market for themselves to be able to grow and kind of get some exposure as a player.
Right.
You got a few more advantages that you didn't have at the old school.
Okay, I mean, I'm low key shocked by that. I'm not going to front because Indiana State, they get a lot of their players and students from Missouri, from St. Louis. So I'm shocked that he would make that surprised that he would make that move. But you're right, A10 is a better conference. Now tell me about the conference, y'all, because this is the thing I'm upset about. Right, UMass is no longer the F in it. And UMass disappeared from the A10 like a thief in the fucking night. Like I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like I was excited to go to a SLU game, a SLU UMass game this year. Look back, they left in the summertime. Quietly. So like, does any and not just like if you know, cool. If you don't know, you don't have to guess. But does anybody know what the hell? Like, because I know the A10 is good, and UMass's record this year in this little shitty conference that I don't know what it is. Their record is much better, but I don't know this conference. It's just A10. They're that good now? What's the deal?
Well, I think that like a lot of conferences in college sports, they've shuffled some teams around, but they still got, some of the like original teams like St. Joe's, Richmond.
Yeah, Bonnie.
The Bonnies, Duquesne, all those kind of.
Yeah.
But it's
A10 has a lot of the original teams.
They are also that conference that has, for lack of a better phrase, they've kind of, walked that line between old school college basketball and just kind of being regional adjusting to, the transfer portal, that type of thing. So you got a lot of these guys that are going to, schools that are closer to home, trying to get some exposure, build their name type of thing. But you also got a lot of guys that transfer into these schools that, hey, maybe I wasn't getting playing time at the major D1 school that I went to, but I know I can make an impact actually on the court at this new, this new spot. So SLU has a couple guys like that. Brady Dunlap is a dude that has actually grown a lot this season. Started out at St. John's, transferred in, is getting some playing time, knocking down the three ball at an amazing clip, getting better defensively. Ishan Sharma's a guy, I believe he transferred in from Virginia. Again, same thing, wasn't getting a whole lot of clock there, but is a knockdown shooter off the dribble. He's a knockdown shooter off the spot up, has grown a little bit defensively as well. So they got some guys that have been able to find roles and be able to find ways to stay on the court. And that's definitely contributed to, to start the day out to, man. They a hell of a team right now. Like I said, buzzsaw.
I love to hear it. I love to hear it locally. White, what you got?
Well, I think it's important to note Indiana State, why did we hire Coach Schertz? Why did Robbie Avila come over him? Yeah. Well, they went on a pretty awesome little run in the NIT. They had a 32-7 team
last year,
a couple years ago.
Okay.
And immediately after that, they went to the championship game in the NIT, and he entered the transfer portal. It's been reported his NIL deal is like I think it's like $5 million or something like that.
What?
So.
Robbie? Is that true?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
$5 million?
When he came last year, he was still a sophomore.
Yeah.
So,
he's that good.
Yeah, the first thing he did if you pay attention to Robbie Avila, you can see he gets a really awesome sleeve tattoo.
He's also like he fits
he can afford it.
He fits a specific aesthetic that fucks with St. Louis.
Yeah.
He is like the tatted up like white dude. He plays in goggles and shit. Like, but the kids love him.
He's an awesome guy. Awesome guy. Yeah.
Instagram account
deserves
that got a
every
with him
penny.
posing with the kids with the sign and shit. He's one of those dudes where like back in like the late 90s, early 2000s, he's gonna like maybe graduate from the school, not go to the league, but he's gonna be like the color guy on the SLU broadcast for the next 20 fucking years.
Wow, he's got that type of personality.
He's that type of guy.
Oh, okay.
If he wants,
ooh, great question.
Who's his NIL with?
I don't know.
If I can find that.
$5 million? Okay, what else?
So, if he wants to be a pro overseas, he could probably play pro overseas for like 10 years. He's definitely, if you never know how things shake out in the pros.
Right.
He could be Draymond Green in the pros. Wow. A little more foot speed.
Okay.
He has the basketball intelligence. He's not quite the, the personality of Draymond, but like you could see that kind of like influence on and off the ball in the pros. People haven't really caught on. Like this could be like one of the more talented like seniors in basketball.
Okay.
Like he's kind of like on his way to breaking out. And I mean, in the tournament, they're going to be a dangerous team.
Yeah.
Like
for
this
sure.
is going to be like Sweet
What year is he now?
16.
So Robbie is a junior this year.
Junior now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or is
all
he a
right.
senior? I can't remember. I'm going to have to look that up. He might be in his 4th year.
While you look that
Yeah.
up, give me this. Well, let me ask.
No, you're correct. Robbie is a senior this year.
Marshall, I want to ask you, and then same question for you, Price. What is SLU's ceiling this year? Not in the A10. They could probably win it or contend, but I just want to know, like, where do you think personally what's the furthest they can go in March Madness?
Well, Butler is a team that caught everybody by surprise. Final 4,
Yeah, but
Elite 8,
I don't
Sweet
need a whole bunch
16.
of old teams. What do you think this SLU team is going to do? How far do you think they're going to go? And that happens every year. You're right.
Sweet 16 or better.
Yeah.
Wow.
would-
So
I
whoa.
Two
Watching-
wins.
Wow. That's bold as
If-
shit.
if
Watching
they're-
as much of them as I have,
Jeez.
they are a team.
Sweet 16 or better.
But this is
look,
the thing.
if
We've
they're a
seen
7
this exact
seed,
same type of team in a bunch of different tournaments before, where they can score with anybody.
Yeah.
But they also know how to lock in defensively in where, okay, it's going to be tight games. Maybe the three-pointer ain't falling for us as much, but we have a system to where we can go get the shots that we like whenever we want to get them. Wow. And they got depth, man. It's a thing that we've seen in March a lot, where you get these teams that can play 8 or 9 guys regularly.
Yeah.
They're not scared.
Yeah.
Again, the tournament that they went to out in California, they played some teams that are typically in
Right.
the NCAA tournament.
Right,
Santa
right.
Clara, Stanford. Like,
Wow.
they played
Go-
in those environments. They just went on the road and won their first game ever at VCU, which is a real sign that this might not just be a flash in the pan type of season.
Wow.
right now, the St. Louis Billikens rank 5th nationally in points per 100 possessions defensively. 5th.
Yeah.
5th nationally.
Combined-
Nationally in what? Say that again.
In
Fifth.
points per 100 possession defensive rating.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5th nationally.
Yeah.
Defensive rating overall, 5th nationally. Number 1 in points per game. If you're not going to the Bills games, if you haven't caught on to this,
Please
this is
get
your
out
wake-up call, St. Louis. This is
Yeah,
big.
yeah,
We got
no
a
doubt.
great team here, and
No
nobody knows about it yet.
No doubt.
And you can say, like, oh, they haven't done. They will.
Yeah.
Okay, and if they're a 7 seed, they're going to beat the 11.
Mhm.
That's an easy win.
Mhm.
They're gonna. I'm telling you, Sweet 16 or better.
This is going to be
Lock
one
it.
of those teams where you get in the tournament and people aren't going to know, like, the first round. They're going to see that first upset. They're like, okay, well, maybe they got the upset. They'll go ahead and lose in the second round. Then next thing you know, they beating the 2 seed, and it's like, oh, shit. Like,
Yeah.
what is
Right.
happening? So
Right.
they are definitely the team that I'm watching where it's like, okay, you can not only get to a Sweet 16, but
Right.
you might mess around and find yourself going to like an Elite 8 or as deep as a Final Four, just with how they can play balanced team basketball. There's nobody that's forcing it. There's nobody that feels like they're bigger than the program.
Yeah.
And that's always a scary type of team to go against in this type of NIL transfer era where you have a lot of guys that are either playing for teams and just trying to be one and dones, or you got a lot of like senior loaded teams that maybe don't have the same caliber of talent to where that grind is just going to kind of wear down teams game in and game out.
As we've said before,
Shit.
the tempo,
Wow.
up tempo.
Yeah.
What do they rank nationally?
Yeah.
3rd.
Yeah. Yeah.
1st in points per game.
Yeah.
3rd in pace.
Yeah.
5th in defensive rating overall.
That
This is a dynamite team.
No clue.
This is a dynamite team.
No clue. I'm surprised you haven't been talking about them, Guru. That makes no sense to me. All right, I should have asked y'all about the A10 before I asked about March. What do you have? What's their ceiling?
Oh, they're definitely winning the A10.
Wow, automatically
They're
just winning the
definitely
A10.
They're winning the A10. I don't
Guru,
I don't
you got-
see I don't see how they lose the A10, whether
Wow.
it's regular season and conference tournament or
Uh-huh.
just the conference tournament, but they're built for tournament style play because again, they can go 9 deep and it's not going to change
Wow.
anything about how they have to play.
Now I see why the Minutemen ran off.
They've gone games where they've gone on runs with just 5 guards out on the floor. They've gone 2 bigs. They've kind of mixed matched in terms of who they got. They can play with just about anybody.
All right, what do you think?
Oh, winning the A10, yeah, Sweet 16. Sweet 16 or better is their ceiling.
I should have asked A10. I just
Remember,
can't
that's
believe- I'm
2
so
wins.
shocked by this.
2 wins in the NCAA tournament or better.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Winning the A10, they're gonna have to their main opponent. It's gonna be George Mason.
A lot of time. All right, yeah, because I can see. I did not know y'all could do a whole show on SLU basketball. I mean, I knew you could. I just didn't expect this cat. You know what I'm saying? Because he has said nothing.
I've been trying to get
basketball all season.
No, that is not true. I've been trying to get people to go to home games at SLU for months, and nobody says anything. Nobody wants to go.
Who was trying to go?
I literally texted people. These are the dates and times of these games. Does anybody want to go?
Me, I'm not enough.
Silence.
He got me.
Silence.
I'm not enough. I literally said
nobody said anything
in our Survivor Pool group chat. Price. I'm talking about. I'll go. Motherfucker didn't say shit. I'm not enough. He needed a slew of people. He wanted to be the Pied Piper of goddamn SLU basketball out this bitch.
We're not gonna air out the group chat dirty laundry.
He just wants to bring a fucking line of people to Chaffetz. I get it. All right, so we gotta man. We are hopefully Price is available for a couple more Sundays before this season's over, so we can get you back on, man. Because we need this. We need more college ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We need more college ball. All right. We gotta jump to Dr. NBA. Let's just do this one first, right? Because it's NBA, and plus he got the hat on. You know what I'm saying? And
hold on. Before because I know what you're gonna say.
Exactly.
Rich Paul does not in any way speak for or speak with the intent of the Los Angeles Lakers basketball association.
Sure seems like it.
No.
Sure seems like it.
Full disclosure, I have 7 pairs of Lucas, so.
Hey.
We all know where I stand on this
Nobody
subject.
can see them right now. Like, we can see this dude's allegiances right here.
Hey, Rich got to chill out.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, I just want to say this. I was looking forward to the return of Max Kellerman. I was really looking forward to it because, like when Michelle Beadle came back with a vengeance. It was dope, and you killed it. Max Kellerman, I've been waiting all these years for you to come back, and I did not think you were going to come back and just be another mouthpiece for LeBron. I forget his middle name, James. Oh, my God. And who in the hell wears a commemoration patch for just themselves for half a season? This shit is weird with this dude, man. It's just weird. Now you got a super respected sports media personality comes back to do a whole podcast show with your agent. And all they really talk, because I don't know what they talk on their show because I don't see any other clips, but Rich Paul says this something about the fakers, and boom, now it's an issue. What the fuck, man?
So
tell me, bro.
The podcast had been like 4 or 5 episodes deep before this.
Damn it, Max, you could have done better.
Which the other clips that I've watched, it's not a bad show, but it's also not a necessary.
Do they talk about anything other than y'all?
I mean, to be honest, that LeBron clip that's been circulating recently was the first time they actually really went in depth on anything Lakers.
Oh,
they had been talking about shit like if Patrick Mahomes decided he wanted to leave Kansas City and shit like that. Like, they had been all over the place as far as sports go. But recently, of course, the clip that's going around is the man basically saying that the Lakers should trade Austin Reeves to the Grizzlies for Jaren Jackson Jr. And one, it's a terrible trade idea to me because you're talking about Jaren Jackson Jr. anchoring the defense and he doesn't average 6 rebounds a game.
Very much so.
2, your client is an employee of the team that you're talking about. What are you doing, Rich? Because now we know how this goes. Whether you thought that was a great idea, whether you're just spitballing, whether it was something that you genuinely thought the team should do, it is now going to seem like this is LeBron's opinion being voiced by you.
Because
you didn't put your man on the hot seat unnecessarily.
I'll tell you the sad truth
Ain't
and the
not
reality.
necessarily he was told to say it, bro. Come on, Price. You don't think? Hold up, before Marshall, I'm gonna give you all the thing, Marshall. But hold up, you don't think? Because you know how Bron gets down. He's Mr. Passive Aggressive. Am I wrong about that, Guru? Isn't he Mr. Passive Aggressive?
Oh, he's passive aggressive.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely
you don't think
agree with that.
Paul was told to say this?
I don't
because they've talked about it.
I don't think LeBron has outright said, "I want them to trade for Jaren Jackson Jr."
Why would he have an exact name then, fam?
Because he's an agent, which is also part of the issue. Because you're now bringing in trade possibilities for clients that are not yours, sir.
He'll have money matched up, players. He'll have the whole fucking trade laid out. Like,
because it is his job on a regular basis
So
to
funny.
also know for his clients who you could possibly be traded for.
Yeah.
So now you're looking at cap sheets and all this shit for other teams. So he's probably been like, yeah, for my boy Bron, if we wanted to try to make something work, this is kind of the trade that you do. Now, do I think LeBron has probably told him, man, we probably should trade Austin Reeves? Hell yeah, probably. Even though they play that buddy shit up about, him and AR being cool, all that. He was cool with Anthony Davis and they shipped him out too.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Bron fake like Russ been saying.
do I think that LeBron probably has had some conversations like, man, we should probably trade Austin and we can maximize this me and Luka thing? Probably so. But I don't think LeBron would want to trade him for Jaren Jackson.
I don't know, man. I don't think he would say it without him really wanting it. Go ahead, White. What you got? This shit is
Well,
hilarious.
unfortunately, this Rich Paul situation is an example of political thought infecting sports. Okay, he's gonna sit there and say that, oh, him and LeBron don't talk about this. Are you kidding me? What?
But got exact names, exact trade scenarios, but we don't talk about it.
What?
Get the fuck out of here.
Are you telling? It's like Trump being like, "Oh yeah, my buddies are gonna get $500 million for oil. I didn't do this for them though. I didn't do this because they said it. No. It's not it's not his idea. It's my idea.
For real.
I came up with this independently. Years ago, people will remember that Rich Paul planted stories about Kyrie Irving leaving.
Yes, he did.
And
yes, he did.
if you go and look through the history of Rich Paul, you'll find some pretty. Look, people have hated Rich Paul for a long time. He's been involved in some of the worst, just tragic NBA stories over the years.
Well, he did screw over. What was that one cat? The one that went to Philly. I think he was drafted by the Knicks. No, he was drafted by Philly, and then he went to the Knicks. And he said that Rich Paul specifically screwed him out of such and such millions of dollars because he told him to take a different deal. Who was that dude? He was really good, but he didn't. He was supposed to go next level, and he didn't.
What was it like?
He's a lot like Andrew Wiggins. He's a lot like him. But
What do you mean, like KCP? Talking about KCP?
No. KCP's much better.
Drafted by Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, Nerlens Noel. That's
it
who you're
right
talking
there.
about.
That's it right
Yeah,
there.
this is.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he
that's it
convinced
right there.
Nerlens Noel to turn down a $70 million contract,
Yeah.
and then Nerlens Noel made about $30 million for the rest of his career on like 1 year kind of rough minimum deals sometimes.
Like Schroeder type.
Yeah.
Losing the bag type shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
So, yeah, man. And here's the thing with Rich Paul, right? I don't dislike him because I like that, he's a man, he's a brother who knows he has power and he flexes it. You know what I mean? I like that. And he knows his power comes from Bron. He's not stupid. He's Bron's mouthpiece. But when you say crazy shit like this, it just gets your people in trouble. Now, to move on, because it's just funny. We can just go in circles with this shit. I want to talk association, but of course we're going to start with them C's. Guru had a great question to me. How can the Celtics win the East? I'm not all the way for certain, but damn, they had 80 points at fucking halftime last night against the damn Atlanta Hawks in Atlanta. Yeah. Jalen, I'm going to tell y'all like this. You want a short bet? Here's a short bet. Whatever the PRA is for Jalen Brown for when he plays in Atlanta, take the over on that shit. Take the effing over. That dude shows out when he's in ATL. He grew up with like 20, 30 minutes from there or some shit, 40 minutes from there. That's his city, and he just got his number retired at the high school the night before. Shit, my man balled last night. The only person that outdid him was Sam Hauser. Please look up the box score because Sam Hauser had like 32 points, I think. Like Sam clowned. He had all threes, and I got to give it up. And I really wish I didn't. I put some money on this last night. Because Derek White did not deliver. Anthony Simons has been on a effing heater. If y'all been paying attention, like that brother has been nuclear out this piece. And the only go ahead if you got the box scores. Well, let me just say this part before I end it. The only problem I see with the Celtics is that they can't do that against the really good teams. They're just beating the shit out of the shitty teams. That's it. They're not doing that against the Spurs. Just came to Boston and whooped their ass. I think they just they didn't lose to Denver. They're dropping games that they shouldn't drop. And but they're the good teams. I don't know. Go ahead. What you have, Marshall?
Well, you're looking at Sam Hauser, 30 points in 30 minutes.
Dude, he had so many threes.
4 of the Boston starters were plus minus over 30.
There you go.
pretty impressive dominance. Just the first half, getting 82 points in 24 minutes is.
Good God.
Yeah, it's pretty unstoppable.
It
I mean, there are times that they go on a you'd think it was just them shooting a lot of threes and being really hot, right? But dude, they only shot 22 of 52. That's 42%.
Yeah.
They weren't 50%.
52 threes, though. That's a
52
lot of
threes,
Yeah.
91 possessions offensively. That's I mean, you'd think it would be
not even halfway.
I know you think it would be difference, but look, they made 7 more threes than Atlanta.
What up, AD?
7 more.
Yeah.
And they won by, a pretty significant margin.
They did.
They only won by 26 more points.
Give me, okay, so
That's
tell me
7.
this.
That's 7 3-pointers.
Can they win the Eastern Conference?
The Eastern Conference seems like it's pretty wide open right now.
No-
the
no
leader,
shit,
the
it
leader in
is.
the Eastern Conference is Detroit.
Yeah.
We all love Detroit.
Detroit is good. They beat our ass.
Every team is one injury away, just like we saw last year
Beat the
with
Knicks'
with
ass.
Tyrese Halliburton. Okay,
They're not even healthy winning games.
Jalen Brunson is not getting run into the ground by
He's hurt.
his coach this year,
He's still hurt, though.
but he's still hurt. Cade Cunningham, strong. All these rookies, all these young players on the Pistons, I have a lot of faith in them. It's going to come down to how healthy Jason Tatum is, how well he fits into the offense. We all know he's coming back.
He doesn't
You don't
come
think
back.
he's coming back?
I don't want him to.
I think okay.
Personally, I
think
don't want
he's
him
gonna
to.
come back.
Even-
I think he is too. I think he's going to force it, but I don't want him to. I want him to stay get healthier.
Yeah.
Next season.
Sometimes it comes down to weird intangibles, and I just like Joe Mazzulla, the coach of the Boston Celtics, versus really any of the other coaches in the East in a playoff matchup. I just do. This guy, he's strong. He's rough. He's putting it out there. The players buy into his system. They don't see 30 misses.
Yeah.
They see 22 makes,
Yeah.
which is the difference in the final score. It's the difference in the final score plus 3 layups.
I literally watched that game though, Marshall, and those threes were minuscule as an impact on the game, meaning that they were dominating them in every aspect. They didn't need those threes.
I know.
The only reason you had so many threes is because Hauser was hunting. Hauser was literally hunting those, bro. He was trying to do some shit.
Okay, were
And
they
then
foul
JB
baiting?
Was already hot.
Were they foul baiting?
I don't know if they were foul baiting.
They had
I like to see
5
all that.
more free throws total.
Yeah.
5 more free throws.
Yeah.
They win
Yeah.
by 26. They only make 3 more free throws than the Hawks.
Okay.
3 more. The Hawks shoot a better percentage from the line than they do.
I got to give it the price, but I'm gonna tell you like this right now: that 3-point bullshit is what killed them last year. It literally did. It literally did. What do you think? Do you think they can win the East?
Win the East is
Right.
Can they? Yes. Will they? It's hard for me to pick against a team that's been there, but at the same time, if we're gonna get Jason Tatum for let's say 10 to 15 games before the playoffs start, it's kind of hard to bet against y'all. Because not only will you have Tatum back, you'll have a Jaylen Brown whose confidence is through the fucking roof right now.
Yeah.
And most of those playoff series, you're going to have, at the very minimum, the best player on the court, but probably the best 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Toronto, they've been okay. I don't see them winning multiple playoff series. Cleveland, hell no. They're not winning multiple playoff series.
They're
Philly's probably going to be without Joel Embiid at some point. So, definitely hope he's able to make it through the playoffs healthy, but we've seen that that's been a losing bet just about every year.
Unfortunately.
The Magic still seem like they're not quite ready yet.
They're not.
Every other team in the East that's going to be in the playoff mix has some question marks. Detroit love what they're doing, but do we really think Detroit is going to go from, kind of early first-round playoff exit to NBA Finals this year?
They can. That's the thing.
But
I
think that's asking a lot of JB Bickerstaff and that team as a whole to make that jump this year. I think that's asking a lot.
Okay.
I mean,
I got to say
look,
this.
they would potentially play the Heat, Bulls, or Hawks in the first round.
Who?
The Celtics right
Shit.
now. If the playoffs started today and the
I'm taking
play-in
them at
happened,
5 in any of
yeah,
those.
you're telling me you don't think they could beat the Heat, Bulls,
That's the
or Hawks?
first round, my dude. We're
Yeah.
talking about the Eastern Conference. We're not
I
talking
know.
about first.
And then
you
they're-
know what I'm saying? Like, come on.
Then
now.
they're running into the Cavaliers.
Yeah,
take
Yeah,
out the Cavs.
Yep.
we all
Like,
think they're going to beat the
It's
Cavaliers.
the Eastern Conference Finals. we
Yeah,
have
and
to
then they're
worry
either
about.
running into
Detroit or New York. And I'm gonna just say like this. Let's keep. Here's the thing that y'all forgetting, right? This is the thing that, and I'm so shocked that y'all not saying this.
I like them potentially beating either of those teams.
You like them
I do.
beating. You like them beating Detroit or New York without Jason Tatum.
In a
Without
seven game
Jason Tatum, I know.
in a
Exactly.
7-game series
Without
with Jason
JT.
Tatum, yes. In-
Without.
Without 50-50 right
Okay.
now.
Here-
50-50.
This is why I totally disagree, right? And I disagree with or without. Number one, with him? No. You know why? You expect him, Price, to be playoff ready in 10 to 15 games? If he gets that in the regular season before they jump into the playoffs, Marshall, you expect that as well. You expect JT to come off of not playing all year, no rust, and just boom, I'm Iron Man, I'm ready to go. Then they're in the playoffs. The playoffs is a whole nother level. These teams are gearing up. They know what they're gonna get. They're either geared up for a Celtic team with just JB, or they're geared up for a Celtic team with both. And I'm telling you, and then Price makes a good point. You got a JB player whose confidence is through the roof. Is he gonna play right with JT? That's the thing. Like, will he take the right amount of possessions to try to do his thing, and will he give JT enough and also involve the other players? That's gonna be a huge if.
There's
I'm telling y'all.
there's already precedent for this. The Celtics ended the Pistons winning streak at 13 in November 26th. This was the start of the Celtics really turning their season around.
Early in the season.
This is an NBA play-in game. Who wanted to win that game more? Who wanted a little extra dough?
They should have. You tell me it was IST. It was an in-season tournament game.
In-season tournament game.
Look, they should have played better. They didn't perform good enough in that in-season tournament to meet it any damn way.
They still won the game.
What
about the
Zone
Clippers?
Network, we were just talking about you, huh? Let's go with it because
Okay, because
two underrated teams.
January 4th.
Clips, Phoenix.
January 4th, they beat the Clips by 31.
That's before the Clips got good though. The Clips are better now. Clips are better
But
now.
we know what the Clippers gonna do.
I hear you, but they're getting better. They get. I like that. Look, we can say what we want about Toronto, but that win the other night against them in overtime to come back and win that game, I think that was a big game for Clips on the road. And Kawhi didn't play.
You're gonna get to a game 5 or a game 7, and James Harden is gonna shoot 2 for 11.
You ain't
It's gonna
lying.
happen.
You ain't lying.
We seen
that's
that
what he
movie
does.
too many times.
Right.
Kawhi's gonna come
Right.
up a little gimpy.
Hold on.
Just
Just to correct the record here, when the Celtics beat the Clippers by 31 points,
we don't have a lot
the
of
Clippers
time. Slow
1,
it
2,
down.
3. They were on a 7-game win streak.
Oh, they were.
They were.
Oh,
They
shit.
were on a 7-game win streak. Who put that to rest?
I'm glad
The
you said
Boston Celtics. I don't want to be a homer or
was a
anything,
good
but I'm
point.
just saying. I think them being able to beat the Pistons or the Knicks, and anyone saying otherwise right now is just going for just ignoring what's out there.
But they still haven't beaten good teams. The Clippers aren't a good team record-wise now, even right now.
They were on a 7-game win streak.
That's cool, but look at their record. Look at their record then, and look at it now. They're still. I think
The Pistons
Clippers
were
are
on a
barely over
13-game.
500.
The Pistons were on a 13-game win streak. Who put that to rest?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
This
That's
is
the only good team they've beaten.
these guys got some dog in them, dude. They got fight.
They do. I love Hugo Gonzalez, and I love Luka Garza. I told him as much when I went to the Indy game December 26th, and his dad. Can I tell y'all when I told Garza, I'm so happy we got you on his team. His dad had a smile from here to here. He looked like a Jack Nicholson and Joker in Batman. His smile was so big. He was so proud of his son. Like, oh my God, they play their ass off. It's just. Against the good teams, that's what I worry about. Say what you're gonna say, Price.
Yeah, with no Jason Tatum, you can hang it up. But
Right.
if you get JT back and he's actually playing at like the way that I'm thinking of this is okay. If you take away like Jordan Walsh's minutes, for instance, and those are Jason Tatum,
Yeah.
it's a dramatically better team. Yes. Just saying.
But Jordan Walsh is that dog that Guru just talked about.
I
Jordan
hear all
Walsh
that.
is cold-blooded.
I hear all that,
You know
and
what
the
I'm
credit to
saying?
him for
Man.
for taking the jump that he took
Yes,
from
and
end
he
of the
can score
bench
now.
to
Yeah.
like legit contributor in an NBA rotation.
Yeah.
But if you replace him with Jason Tatum, I'm sorry, that
Oh,
is a
yeah.
team that is going to be hard to beat.
You ain't lying.
And I hate to say it because it's the fucking
You ain't lying.
Celtics,
No
but
doubt. I know you do.
at the end of the day, I gotta call it like I see it. And right
Right.
now, there's nobody in the East that they should be scared of if they have all their guys.
Give me a team. It doesn't have to be not known or like nobody's thinking about them. Or it could be a well-known team that everybody's talking about. Give me a Western Conference team that you really see going like to that Western Conference Final or the NBA Finals.
Hey man, y'all better stop sleeping on San Antonio. I'm just saying.
Oh no, shit, ain't nobody sleeping on them.
Hey,
Duh, it's San Antonio.
if
Shit.
Wemby stays healthy,
Antonio, man,
it
nice.
could be heads and beds in the playoffs. I'm just saying.
Right.
Because
If.
this
That's
is
a huge if
this is
right
a
there.
young player who has been in championship environments. He played in the Olympic gold medal game. He's played against these NBA guys for years now.
Yes.
So you get San Antonio, depending on what the matchups turn out to be. They could make it to the Western Conference Finals, and everybody's gonna be like, okay, this is a little bit more ahead of schedule than we thought.
Right.
Because Stephon Castle is my guy right now.
Cold-blooded.
We talk about sure bets. His rebounds, his assists on a nightly basis. He's a dude that's a dog. And they found that balance between him, De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, and those three guards, how they can play them together, how they can have them kind of playing off of each other. So San Antonio is definitely a team I'm watching come playoff time.
The De'Aaron Fox is so scary. One of the best bucket getters I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I like
He
that
reminds
word,
me of
bucket getter.
me of Adrian Dantley. Anybody remember Adrian Dantley? Okay, I'm telling
wow,
you, killer.
What a reference. What a callback.
I like Minnesota
What in the
Timberwolves.
world?
I like the Timberwolves just because I feel like they bought in. I like seeing Julius Randle. Julius Randle's a curious player. You remember him being drafted by the Lakers, right? Why does it?
Yeah.
Julius Randle famously said, "Why don't you play better defense?" He said, "They don't pay you to play defense. They pay you to score buckets."
Damn, he said that?
He got traded to New Orleans, and then
That's why his D is so
where was
bad.
he after New Orleans? He ended up in New York,
New York.
and then he was a part of the Karl Anthony Towns
was
trade
good
that
with
brought
LA,
him
though.
to
He was good.
Minnesota.
Good, yeah. I
He
think
was so good in
It
New
was
York.
he became a free agent the offseason that LeBron showed up. So it was kind of one of those things where shit, we got LeBron, we kind of ain't tripping off Julius Randle, which there was no diss to him. Like I thought he was.
No, he played with Bron.
No, he moved that same offseason. So
You sure?
yeah.
Okay. I thought they
So
had
he
like
signed.
a
I want to
season
say
together.
he signed like a 2-year deal with New Orleans that
Okay.
offseason.
We ain't got to look it up. We ain't got that much.
But
I just think Julius Randle's buying in. I think a lot of his career numbers are up in terms of like assists. His turnovers are down. Anthony Edwards is dangerous. Got a chip on his shoulder.
Super dangerous.
I like teams like that coming out of the Western Conference because OKC and the San Antonio Spurs are dangerous. Oh my God, that's a crazy racket. But if you got to pick somebody from up and comer that not a lot of people are talking about, I like the Timberwolves. That's a real motivated place right
People
now.
talking about them.
Yeah.
They're good as shit.
Whenever there's a weird disaster going on in a city, think about that team to win a championship. No joke. If that team has any chance, go for it. What happened after Hurricane Katrina? Bada bing, the Saints win the championship. No joke. If you look around through these kind of weird things, you see some strange disasters happen, and boom, NBA championship out of nowhere.
That's bullshit because, NBA? Okay.
And NFL.
Okay.
And NFL.
Okay, because I see
sometimes
right now, that's bullshit, and I've heard that theory before, because if that was true, the goddamn Yankees would have won the goddamn championship
They did
against
lose.
Arizona in
They did
2001.
lose.
Fuck
Fucking
that.
Diamondbacks.
I'm still mad about that fucking Luis Gonzalez with that goddamn fucking single.
God.
Fuck! Still mad over that fucking. It was
Well,
set up. It was perfect. It
Not
was
everything.
perfect.
Not everything is ordained.
They were supposed to win
Some-
that goddamn
everything.
championship.
Sometimes you have to have something taken
All
from
right,
you.
what you got? You keep grabbing your phone. What you got?
I look. My only thing with Minnesota is they're gonna find a way to lose some games that they have no business losing.
Yeah.
They're probably gonna dominate whoever they play in the first round.
Mhm.
They gonna have some tough games against whoever they play in the second round. And like we've seen the last couple seasons, it's all gonna kind of fall apart once they do get to the Western Conference Finals. So,
Ant-Man had 53 points the other night in a loss to San Antonio. 53 in a loss.
the other thing they need to figure out something at point guard.
Yeah, they do, because Conley ain't it. Conley don't even start.
Yeah.
I don't even know who their point
They
is.
basically
Yeah.
they kind of are
Yeah.
moonlighting Dante DiVincenzo as a point guard. And that's not really
Yeah, that's not good.
It's
That,
not
that
his
ain't
deal.
going to work.
Which
That
I mean, he can distribute the ball. Don't get me wrong; he's averaging a good amount of assists right now, like 4 or 5 assists a game. But it's not quite the natural fit. That
Yeah. Let's. Yep. I know. We're gonna go a little past 2 because we can. Not much, but we're gonna go a little past 2. I get it. I want to say this though. I think one team, and I'll give one that nobody's really talking about in the Western Conference, and this team is better now since they shed that dead weight of Bradley Beal, and I don't want to say KD was dead weight, and KD wanted to leave. Don't get at me. Don't cry, KD, talking about something. They didn't want me, and I felt scapegoated. Like, I swear to God. But other than Bron, he is the best, most sensitive basketball player I've ever seen. Like, good God. And let's not let me keep it a buck, because that you could put that on a lot of players nowadays. Penny Hardaway was the same fucking way. Penny Hardaway got in his own goddamn way, because that dude could have been the best two guard in the league other than GOAT, but he got in his own way a lot. But KD's so fucking sensitive. Like, nobody. You wanted to leave Phoenix. It made sense for you to leave Phoenix. That team wasn't shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wanted Coach Boozer, but then y'all didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? Poor Boozer can't come back for all that money to just be embarrassed and look like, because nobody on the team was listening to him. No. But I don't know who the coach of Phoenix is now, but you look at that team and I'll say this, man. I'll take Dylan Brooks on the Celtics right effing now. I don't know who I don't want to give up too many people, but I would love to have him. Almost every team every team that dude goes to, defensive rating shoot up, team gets better. I mean, they look great. So, Phoenix Suns, what y'all think?
Phoenix is actually doing pretty well, man. I did not expect them to be in the playoff conversation at all, but they are firmly there, like you said. Devin Booker has missed a lot of time, and credit to Dylan Brooks. He's been the guy kind of keeping them afloat this season. So, you got him. You got some good play out of guys like Colin Gillespie, who was like just an outcast on a lot of different rosters. Royce O'Neal is giving them some good minutes. So you got some some role players that are stepping up big time for them. And I think Jordan Ott is the head coach there now.
Yes, that is him.
Doing a hell of a job again, keeping this team in the playoff conversation. Where I think Devin Booker has missed somewhere between like 15 and 20 games already.
Yep. And he's been hooping though.
Yeah, when he's out there, he's hooping
for real. And that win, to me, they showed me something the other night with that win against in New York against the Knicks.
Yep.
Because the Knicks needed that game.
Absolutely.
They needed that game on the losing streak they've been on, and they were winning almost the whole game. And I think Cat was finally being aggressive, because from what Mike Breen and Walt Clyde Frazier keep telling me on that broadcast, he's not aggressive enough. and that's that little weird coach they got keep telling them to do it. But they were winning the whole game, and look who came back and won, Phoenix. I was impressed. I was impressed.
Well, one thing we've been keeping track on here on High Off the Glass is against the spread rankings, and the Phoenix Suns are the #1 team in the NBA covering the spread. How much, everybody? Anybody guess? Is it 71% of the time? 71% of the time they're covering the spread. So what that means is no matter what, you just take the Suns in any game, you have a 71% chance of winning that game.
Right.
Doesn't matter if it's plus or minus. This is a tough.
Do they play today?
Yeah, no, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that needs to be the lock of the week. The Suns to cover the spread under any circumstances. Overall, right now, the Suns are 25-17, win-loss, 7th in the West, right? But they cover the spread though like gangbusters. Okay, we're talking 71% of the time, 30 times they've covered the spread. 12 times they have not out of 42 games. And the most fascinating thing here is the Cleveland Cavaliers.
No, he loves
the
this.
Cleveland Cavaliers. I've been on this the whole season.
Yes,
I think the Cleveland Cavaliers are dirty and tanking against the spread. They at 34% of the time they've covered the spread.
I am
15
so
times they've covered it.
Somebody else that is on this.
28 times they have not covered the spread. I'm telling you, this is an all-time against the spread tank job. It has just not been found by the FBI. We've been on this since early November.
Literally,
November.
He has, y'all.
No one has caught it. This is our Pablo Torre moment.
Yes, this is he's finding out. He's been finding out, like Price, like dead ass.
Oh,
like,
my God.
White has been on this all year, and damn it if he ain't lying. The Cavs, and here's the thing, the Cavs can't stand Kenny Atkinson. Kenny Atkinson needs to effing go. He is the problem, but I'm going to tell you right now, when you have players like Evan Mobley and Jared Allen who constantly regress instead of progress, that's what it is. And especially Jared fucking Allen. That is the softest. I love your fro, bro. Your fro is dope. Your fro is always on point, but you are the softest. I mean, softest big man in the fucking league. I can't stand Jared Allen. Go ahead, dog. Can't stand his ass.
No. So Cleveland, I've been on this suit. Like, it's literally whether they are favored or underdogs. Just take the points. Whoever they're going against. It does not matter. Whether it is the Wizards, whether it is the Oklahoma City Thunder. Whatever the spread is, take that other team. Because more times than not, whether you're taking it straight or putting it in a parlay, it is green.
No doubt.
It is green.
I've
been on this literally, like you said, early November. Like Thanksgiving is kind of when I really went like full blown,
Mm-hmm.
and ever since then it is a winning bet. The one time I got burned was recently a couple nights ago. That first game they had out of 2 against Philly.
Yeah,
But
we
other
here,
than that, that's
here,
been like
here on
a
High
winning
Off the
ticket.
Glass, we advocate for straight bets. If you've made a straight bet on Cleveland to not cover the spread, which means that any team they're playing, you take that side. You've won 28 times this season. 28 times you've won.
28.
28. I'm telling you, that is a 65% win rate. If you take the Suns in those exact same situations, that is a loss rate of 28%. That means you're winning 7 out of every 10 bets.
Yeah.
Take that money and go get a Rolex.
Tell me you don't get good bets on High Off the Glass. I mean, I don't know what the fuck y'all had thought. I mean,
Straight bets.
killing
Do not parlay these things together.
That is ridiculous.
Straight
That
bets.
is awesome. All right, real quick, what do y'all think about? Can Houston? I don't know, but no, I don't think Houston is Houston to me is a problem right now. But I was gonna ask, can Houston mess with OKC? And I don't know. I doubt it. Maybe. But OKC, man. They're not that good right now. Like, what they just lose to? They just lost to the fucking Heat. And
Yeah.
before that got blown out at home to the Hornets. And the Hornets are good now. They just beat y'all ass. So, I mean.
So I've also been on
Like-
the Hornets. I don't know what the percentage is of them covering the spread, but I've gotten some good money line wins on the Hornets as underdogs lately. So,
No doubt.
of course, I don't bet against the Lakers, but same time, that was not a game that I thought we were just going to be able to walk through. So,
I feel you.
Charlotte, a good team to take some player props and stuff on too. Con Knipple, my guy. But I think if you look at just the total landscape of the West, I don't think OKC is catching anybody off guard anymore.
Right.
And I also think that teams have kind of just gotten comfortable with, all right, if Shea is going to get 30 points anyway,
Yeah.
let him have his.
Yeah.
And we going to make some of these other dudes have to show up too.
Yeah.
Some nights they've been able to still be that buzzsaw, and then some nights it's like, okay, the rest of the league is kind of closing that
doubt.
gap a little bit.
Yeah.
So, and we've just seen it in the last, 7, 8 years now. Teams don't repeat anymore.
That's true.
So,
you ain't lying.
It's kind of coming with the territory where you're going to win a championship one season and then good luck the next year.
Yeah.
So maybe some teams are catching on, and maybe it's just like, hey, we played a lot of basketball in the last, 12 to 24 months, and they're starting to catch up to us.
It always catches up. It does. What you think, Marshall?
That's the big team. When they come to town, that's the big show. And everybody's going to play their best because everyone's going to watch.
It wears on you.
It's tough. After a while, you get scouted out. They figure out the little things, how you go under screens, how you go over screens, what it looks like before you're going to take a shot, what makes you comfortable, how many dribbles you take that leads to a miss. These little things get scouted out so deeply in the NBA now that teams are looking for any advantage. And they are incentivizing winning in the NBA. They are very much trying to end this tanking problem. And this win in Charlotte, what Charlotte's done recently, I think, is great evidence of that. I would say there's only 3 teams in the NBA actively tanking right now, actively trying to lose.
Those 3 are who?
The Utah Jazz, the Washington Wizards, the Sacramento Kings.
No, I disagree.
Okay. Who's that third
Sacramento
team?
here recently.
All right. Okay. All right.
They look like.
Okay.
I
Let's
can't
take the
wait to hear
Kings.
what both y'all think.
Let's take the
'cause
Kings
I
off that list.
disagree.
Let's take the Kings off that list, and I think we can all agree that the Utah Jazz and the Washington Wizards are actively trying to lose for
Probably
the draft.
so.
Yeah, so
And they're trash.
the thing about Utah that's actually interesting to me is they've kind of won a few games recently, like on accident. Because the thing is, they play up and down, they play fast pace. If you are the team going against them, you're probably going to score 130. But they might score 130 with you.
Right.
Like they're not scared of nobody.
Word.
But to Marshall's point, they also are very clearly like there's going to be some nights where they get those accidental wins, and then the next night every single starter is out of the lineup.
That's true.
Like it is
Very much
It
so.
is very
Everybody,
much back and
yeah.
forth. For
Lori
them.
hasn't played in a minute.
They are actively sitting people.
The team
there's
that
no
accidentally
joke. They're not hiding
tanks,
it at all.
And they're not even gonna get the reward for it is the Pelicans because they don't have their own pick.
Oh yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
crazy to think about.
Right.
But Indiana is also intentionally tanking.
You know what? I can see why you say that, but also too, I literally think they just don't have the players. You got
I do think it is a combination of both.
You know what I'm saying? Because they
yeah.
just don't have they don't have the players. You got a Obi Toppin who hasn't played all season.
Yep.
You have a Nimhart who has been in and out the lineup. Matherson in and out the lineup.
Yep.
What is it? We know what's up with Hallie. You got a couple other like good bench players. What is it? Not haven't been on the lineup. Thomas Bryant is gone. Miles is gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like they
at some point you need more bodies.
Yeah, I mean they just need people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're trying to. And then you know what I'm saying. But also too, and then you also got my boy TJ who hasn't looked good. You know what I'm saying all season. Even though he just broke a record. I think like most points or most. I'll see IG doing this bullshit where they cut me off and I got to jump back on. OKC mutant championship power wearing off. That's what Palmer said. But yeah, I just think that Indy just doesn't have the bodies. I don't think they're trying to.
Yeah.
But that beatdown that they had last night to who was that? They were down. They only had like 7 points. The other team had. Good God, that was last night.
Great team. Was it the Kings actually?
No, it wasn't the Kings. But I don't want to slow the show down. But I just think that there are some teams tanking like Guru says. The Phoenix, man. Boston hasn't beaten nobody good, man. They just haven't. They haven't beaten anybody good. I'm mad about that.
It's weird that it's really weird. It feels that way. But it kind of isn't. It's really not.
The only good team they beaten, bro, is Pistons. Tell me another good one they beaten.
Dude, this Clippers streak is on a huge hot streak.
Oh,
I mean, I don't have it right. I don't have their schedule right in front of me, but it won't take long. They're kind of better.
I watch every game. I know what my team is doing. More importantly, though, let's go to this next topic before we jump on football. Who y'all got as Rookie of the Year? Is it Edgecombe or Flag? Because to me, I thought it was going to be clear cut. It's not. VJ is cold blooded.
VJ's a hooper, bro.
So
VJ's a hooper. I would lean VJ Edgecombe right now because also, I mean, his team. I hate to make the standings part of the Rookie of the Year conversation because most rookies go to terrible teams, or at least the ones who perform at the level of being Rookie of the Year.
Right.
But VJ, I mean, we didn't think the 76ers were going to be anywhere near the playoffs.
Exactly.
Coming into the season.
Exactly.
And they are there in a large part because of what he's doing behind Tyrese Maxey. Yep. So I think VJ definitely has to be the favorite at this point, not discounting what Flag has started to do recently.
Yeah.
But he also had a little bit of a slower start out the gate. Some of that not necessarily his fault. Of course, J. Kidd playing him at point guard and shit, which was crazy.
That was stupid. That was asinine.
Yeah. I don't know what he was thinking.
Well,
but
we needed a point guard.
Yeah.
We don't have one.
Look, they thought the D'Angelo Russell experiment was going to work.
Oh, my goodness.
It took them like 6 games to figure out that was terrible.
Oh.
But yeah, VJ gets the edge for me right now.
That's what's up. And I want to say this, too. We got to give Embiid some props because Embiid is playing way more games this season than he did last season. So I want to give him some props, too. White, who you got?
Just to check in, by the way, on the ongoing theme, they beat the Raptors less than 2 weeks ago by 8 points, and they slaughtered them in the fourth quarter.
Who Mavs?
The Celtics did.
Jeez, okay.
I agree.
Well, they beat the Raptors. It's a division team. Yeah.
I mean, again, the Raptors are.
Anyway, Rookie of the Year.
Of course, my boy Cooper Flag.
I knew you was going to go. He's a Mavs fan, bro. I knew.
I've been a long time Mavs fan, and when they fired Nico Cooper, it felt like
Nico Cooper.
I'm sorry. When they fired Nico Harrison, it felt like a curse had been lifted off the franchise. I can't tell you how embarrassing it was. I have so much Mavs gear, I couldn't even wear it. I feel like it's not so bad now.
It wasn't all Nico's fault. Stop it. You know that too.
Dude,
We've talked about
I'm
this.
still so mad about the trade. Okay, I woke up in a cold sweat that night.
I know.
Anyway.
Yeah, the trade is
no one wants to relive those moments. Cooper Flag, Rookie of the Year. VJ Edgecombe is solid, but he doesn't represent the hope to the franchise that Cooper does. He's also doing things that no other 18, 19-year-old has done, except for LeBron James. So when you're in rarefied air like that, you get compared to the greats, and he lives up to it, often scoring pretty well in the clutch. That's pretty amazing for a rookie. I can't imagine being 19 and doing that.
You have just completely convinced me. I don't know.
I mean, it's not a wrong vote either way, to be honest.
Yeah,
like I said,
but they're both great.
Yeah.
Both
When he
of them
puts
have
it like that, though, like
because I mean,
they defer to Maxey. He's like the third or fourth option.
Yeah, it is also
just
hard to factor in. Like, yes, Cooper's numbers may not look exactly how you would think that they should, but when the defenses are locking in on you as a rookie every night, because again, Anthony Davis has been in and out of the lineup and is out right now. They're still without Kyrie. They don't have another offensive go-to besides him.
And their big's been in out the line of Gafford, PJ Washington.
I don't think Lively has played at all this season.
Like,
so
good goodness.
You got a lot of flux around him, and he's still been performing at the expectation, which is hard to do. So
and I gotta say this, and I know the Jazz are tripping, but the Jazz, like you said, Price, they get accidental wins, and I just knew they were gonna get an accidental win against the Mavs the other night because I think Coop was out, and damn near everybody on that starting five is out.
Yeah, the only recognizable starter on that team was Klay Thompson.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And he don't even start, and they won, and they beat the shit out the Jazz. So I gotta give them props. All right, where we at with the Pats game? Did it start yet? Did it kick off?
The New England Patriots have just punted on the first possession after getting 2 or 1 first downs.
We gotta wrap this shit. Okay, look here, real quick, divisional round. What y'all think?
Today's games, I think the Patriots are gonna win.
Okay, what about Bo Nix gets his ankle hurt on one of the last plays of the game?
I
So sad,
Greg
so
was bullshit
sad.
when he said that.
So
Okay.
sad. I thought that was. I
fucked
couldn't believe it when I saw the
That's
news.
crazy.
So sad.
I was confused having watched the end of the game because he never gave any indication on the field that he was
He
hurt.
looked fine. Yeah,
Like he threw a pass after that.
yeah,
Look, those 2 pass interference calls. One of them is the play before that. Oh my God, one of the worst pass interference no calls I've seen in a while. But I get it; it's a late game situation. Then the next play, they do it again. Okay, you have to call it. And then this guy gets tackled. Okay, I get it. But this is the price you pay sometimes to win a football game. It's pretty terrible.
Yeah.
That overtime game. Wow, what a and. Is this the end of the San Francisco 49ers? I'm not sure I care.
Nah,
I'm happy.
I mean,
I'm happy for the Seahawks.
I think the Seahawks have been played outstanding this year.
Yeah,
good for Sam Darnold too. I guess.
Yeah,
knocking out some of them demons and ghosts that he was getting that win yesterday.
I'm excited to see the Seahawks play the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's going to be an exciting East Coast versus West Coast matchup. My God, their defense is called the Dark Side. How much cooler could something be?
Good goodness, you're just already just knowing they can beat Houston. Okay.
I mean, what kind of domination did they put on the 49ers last night? I know the 49ers are a little banged up, but that was.
No, I'm just tripping off how you just. I'm just tripping on how you just overlooking Houston. So that's all I'm saying with that.
We all like Houston.
Yeah, I think Houston is nice, but at the same time. It's a lot of games that I've seen from Houston this year where it's a struggle for them to get first downs.
10 points.
Look, the Patriots.
The defense is killing it, but at the same time, you can't win every game. 17-13.
Yeah,
right? Sometimes you gonna have to put some points on the board, and then not having Nico Collins today.
Yeah,
I think it's a wrap.
That's what I just want to say this. Well, let me do yesterday's games.
The Patriots are the team of destiny, as are the Seahawks. Prepare. Everything is lining up. The football gods want this.
You might
East
be right.
versus West.
Because I don't think
Pacific versus history.
I got the Lambs. Let me talk about yesterday's games. I'm really pissed off because I really thought Buffalo could get over that Denver hump. I think they got played when Cooks caught that deep ball. He rolled over. How can he be down? But then if he's down, oh boy takes the ball from him. So that doesn't. If he's down, he should be down. And that's it. But he's able to take the ball from him. So I think that was a bullshit call. I think it was another call that played Buffalo. But Buffalo played like their normal, playoff self. This is the same stuff they do. I just thought they would do it in the AFC Championship game. I didn't think they'd do it in the divisional round. Watch there be no calls to see a light dusting of calls to see McDermott be fired, and hardly no calls for Shanahan to be fired. I don't get why Shanahan gets this. I'm the best, and I can never be fired, and I'm such a good coach. The man doesn't win anything, and I get it. The Niners were beat up. They had a lot of bench players in. I 100% get it. You just beat the champs a week ago.
Yeah.
You could have showed up a little bit better.
Yeah.
I just don't get it with Shanahan. I really don't. I shouldn't have believed that Kool-Aid. I started drinking the Niners Kool-Aid. They're playing with house money. They don't care if they win or lose. That was bullshit. Seattle came in and did what the F they're supposed to do. I think Guru is right. I think Seattle's going to the damn Super Bowl. I don't think anybody's really messing with them in the NFC. And New England, I got them doing the same thing, but they got a huge test today. That's all. Go ahead, y'all.
Yesterday's games, Bills. At some point, man, we got to stop letting Josh Allen off the hook.
Yeah, that's kind of true too.
The man came into the playoffs, no Mahomes, no Lamar, no Burrow, and you lost in the divisional round.
Yeah, but Burrow's barely in the playoffs.
So, but in terms of just the other quarterbacks that are supposed to be in your caliber of play, you had none of them in your way.
None of them.
And you went home in the second round.
Yeah.
We got to start having a conversation about Josh Allen.
You won't.
Number two, Seattle defense is outstanding.
Mm-hmm.
As a Rams fan, I am very, very nervous about the prospects of trying to go through both Chicago and Seattle to
you
get
like
to
them too? Wow.
Of course, that's my childhood, bro.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Come on now.
Yeah. Greatest show on turf and stuff.
Yeah. So is that a Patriots touchdown, I'm assuming?
It is. Nice. Talk about it.
Drake made to DeMario Douglas?
DeMario Douglas?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. 28 yards, baby.
It's not who I picked, but all right.
But I do think, San Fran wasn't the team to do it, but between whoever wins today between the Rams and Bears, if you can put pressure on Sam Darnold next week, you got a chance. Because if that oblique injury is real, which, again, the 49ers just...
Right. I thought for sure they're going to be able to at least touch him.
Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. What we should have realized about last week was that 49ers win said more about the Eagles than it did the 49ers.
Good call.
The Eagles were a team that hated themselves the entire year, and the writing was on the wall. We just didn't want to believe it because they were the defending champs. They was coming off this historic Saquon year, all of that Kool-Aid, and we ignored the product on the field, which was their offense stinks.
Yes.
So, 49ers beat them. Hell of a story, hell of a win.
Yeah.
Seattle was a different class of team compared to what the Eagles were.
Right.
And again, as somebody who's rooting for the Rams today and hoping they can go into Seattle next week and pull off a win, having seen what we saw in the regular season, is it possible for the Rams to go win in Seattle? Yes, but we also saw them give up a game where they were up 2 touchdowns in Seattle to end the year. So
that game was crazy. Overtime.
Crazy. But
crazy as hell.
Again, my hope is that you can catch Sam Darnold on one of those off days where you may force a couple turnovers and then force them to play from behind. Because that's really your only hope. Because if that defense gets that crowd going and they can get up a touchdown, 10 points, it's going to be real hard to beat them.
No doubt. What's happening with the Pats game?
Hey, this is the Pats' second possession. After forcing a 3-and-out from the Texans, they score on a long drive. It takes over 5 plays, ends with a 28-yard TD pass over the middle for about 5 yards and it runs for about 21 yards after the catch. Awesome.
Ooh,
7-yard pass, 21 yards after the catch.
Who scored it again?
DeMario Douglas.
Who the hell is that? Why can't it be? I need Diggs. Okay.
So just my final thoughts on Bills. Josh Allen's going to take a lot of the blame for this, and he's partly responsible. But you know what? Every QB has to come back through adversity. Every QB faces this level of scrutiny. Peyton Manning only won 3 playoff games in his first 10 years in the league, and he's now considered one of the all-time greats. Eli Manning, his brother, has the similar kind of thing. You have to think as brothers, they talk to each other about how to overcome this level of scrutiny and how to block it out. Next year, Josh Allen is likely to come back with a fire in his heart, a chip on his shoulder, and might be less turnover prone. But my God, myself last night at halftime, I texted my group another bonehead play by Josh Allen. Josh Allen is kind of known for these boneheaded plays. Once a game, he'll throw an interception that will just make you think like, oh God, what am I looking at right now? Why? How did that happen? He'll fumble it and taking a risk. And Patrick Mahomes did the same kind of thing. That's why they're always talking about the two of these people in together. It's just Patrick Mahomes was able to lock it down, be coached by a slightly higher quality coach, get it under control, and understand when to take the risk. Josh Allen is going to figure it out. I just hope that I'm there to see it.
I really think Denver won that game off of laundry. I think they wouldn't have got first downs that they needed if it wasn't for those bullshit calls. And I'm talking not even the last drive of Denver's, just like the second to last. They got flags that gave them first downs that got them down the field. Like, I think it was bullshit. And I think with Knicks or without Knicks, they play New England next week. New England's going to run through their ass like wet tissue paper. I really think so.
It's going to be real hard to win a conference championship game with Jerry Stidham. I'm just saying.
It really is. But even with Knicks, because that Denver team, and again, you could say the same thing about New England. Has New England had a soft schedule this year? Yeah, they have. Yeah. But so has Denver. Like, Denver has
also lost some games where it's like,
you know what I'm saying? So
not to
even
mention,
with Bo,
not to mention having what is
just
it?
Just like the Bears. They win all these close games.
Right,
they win all these, just like the Chiefs last year. They win all these close games.
Sometimes come from behind. Man.
Sometimes the football magic is just on your side, and sometimes it runs out right in front of us.
Yeah.
And when your QB, your superstar quarterback, goes down like that, sometimes the magic runs out.
No doubt.
And sometimes you have to rekindle it. And just to reaffirm our point, the Celtics have quality wins over the Knicks and the Lakers. The Lakers, boom, 21 points as part of a 5-game winning streak. The Celtics trashed the Cavaliers. They smashed the Knicks and they smashed the Lakers by 21, and they end that with smashing the Raptors again.
His team ain't shit.
Yeah, this is a pretty formidable team, you know. Like, I just don't quite understand that. Like, oh, they're not very good narrative. I'm like, every time I look at it, I'm like,
I think
there's a reason they're number 2 in the East.
I think the Celtics are good. I just don't think they've beaten really good teams. That's it. They just haven't beaten the really good, because nobody you just named is really good. Nobody.
The Knicks and the Lakers aren't really good. Neither are the Raptors. We were talking about
All
the
playoff
Raptors
teams.
as like a dark
Knicks are
horse that
okay.
can maybe come out of the East if they can like put it together
The Knicks
earlier.
are okay. All right. You know what it's time for now, though? You know what it's time for?
Is it time for the marijuana minute?
You got it.
Oh yeah, time to inhale.
For real.
Time to puff and pass.
Oh yeah, lighter.
Just like usual, this week's Marijuana Minute is brought to us by Terp Junkies. Terp Junkies are the best genetics that you can find in the North American area. Just if you are in North America at all, make sure you guys hit up Terp Junkies. They're at the Grow Room on Highway K in O'Fallon, Missouri. Grow Room, Highway K, O'Fallon, Missouri. Terp Junkies is the brand. It's the best genetics. Any type of seed you want. What are you trying to grow? Do you need supplies? Are you trying to grow tomatoes? Are you trying to grow cannabis? Are you trying to grow zucchini? They can help you at Grow Room. Also, you can get the best genetics, like I said, for any type of cannabis plant that you are looking for. All right. Today's Marijuana Minute is brought to you by your great folks at Normal. Make sure you guys hit up Normal and support them. They have been your cannabis activists before it was cool, and went through a lot of hell to make this plant legal like it is in certain states, and it needs to be federally legal. All right, so research shows that those who consume cannabis beverages are more likely to reduce their alcohol intake. That makes sense, 100%. I mean, if you have those drinks, why you wouldn't need a beer? You wouldn't need this. You wouldn't need that glass of wine. Wine is awesome with cannabis, but I don't think you would need it.
Willie Nelson famously drinks liquid THC. He doesn't smoke. He doesn't eat an edible.
He doesn't smoke anymore?
He drinks liquid THC. He has for about 5-10 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Probably had to because of the age.
Yeah.
Imagine, but
Maybe so.
Yeah, eventually we should all stop smoking and start, considering our lungs. But, once we're in our, I don't know, Willie Nelson's like 80 years
Right,
old,
I bet
dude.
money he still blows like sometimes.
He probably still, yeah.
Yeah, he got to still blow a little bit. All right. So, second one, Prohibitionist-led efforts are underway in multiple states to repeal voter-approved adult-use cannabis sales and home cultivation.
Yeah,
we go.
but there's
got
a Missouri lawmaker that wants to expand our rights as cannabis users.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I've heard. Like, look that up. We'll talk about that at the end. Yeah,
so
somebody tell me about
you
that.
got that going on, but you've also got something that's been in the news lately. Alcohol sales are dramatically down.
Oh yeah, I talked about that.
So
yeah.
as a result, you got folks in the alcohol industry nudging folks in Washington, like, hey man, give them some leeway here so that people start drinking again, which Gen Z just doesn't. They don't consume alcohol in the way.
Well, what do you mean? Say that again. How are they nudging DC to do what?
So basically, if you're somebody in the alcohol industry and your sales are low, you're trying to get folks in Washington to have stricter marijuana laws, because the thought process is if they're gonna have a vice of some sort, they can't have weed as easily accessible.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll start drinking more again.
Yeah, there it is.
So that's kind of the power struggle that's going on. But like I said,
100%.
Gen Z is just not a generation that really is into alcohol the same way that previous generations were. But they are into THC-based products, even if they aren't smoking.
Yeah, this generation is smart. Good call.
Yeah, right now they want to make it so that basically possessing marijuana.
Wait, at the end. Let me get
Sorry.
to this list. You're good. All right. I do want to talk about that. All right. Ohio activists. Ohio needs some help too, y'all, when it comes to cannabis legalization. I mean, the voters there vote for the shit, and it's so messed up. Ohio activists vow to continue challenging SB 56, which repeals multiple provisions of the state's voter-approved legislation on legislation law. Damn, I thought I could say that word. I don't understand why Ohio. You're not that funny, Price. I don't understand why Ohio. I am. I don't understand why so many Ohio voters won't. Why Ohio lawmakers are trying to stop what the people there want and what they voted for. They voted for marijuana legalization, and all Ohio does, and Wyoming and Montana, is stop it, and Texas. I think that's disgusting. And last but not least, patients suffering from treatment-resistant depression report sustain improvements in their health-related quality of life following the use of medical cannabis. So patients that have you keep giving them drugs for their mental health and they're still depressed. Guess what? They smoke a blunt and then they feel better. This shit ain't hard. Like it's really not. It's really not. And please, White, before we get up out of here, talk about what you looked up.
Well, there's a Missouri lawmaker who wants to basically expand the marijuana laws to include being able to grow up to 30 plants in your own possession, and no longer will the government or police be able to seize your property. They won't be able to give you a ticket or a fine, and legal use would no longer be considered a reason for a parole violation.
Wow.
Possibly a lot of progress on the horizon.
I feel like shit. I thought there was. Most of that was already the case. All right, thank you for that news. And again, Marijuana Minute, like always, is sponsored by Terp Junkies. Make sure you guys check them out. Terp Junkies are outstanding. Grow Room, Highway K in O'Fallon, Missouri. Make sure you guys check them out. Yo, before we get up out of here, y'all, because we got to go watch this game. My Patriots, they're here. They're in a divisional round. I can't believe the bounce back. I'm just going to say this. I know I've said this numerous times, but I want to say this again in front of Price. I wish Gerard Mayo had these coordinators last year. A head coach is only as good as the fucking offensive and defensive coordinators that they have. And I wish Gerard would have had this last year. If he would have had Josh McDaniel, ROC, I think he would have done a better job. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean, and they also needed the offensive line they got this year compared to last year. There's a lot of things wrong with that team last year. So, not just him.
Yeah, I feel you on that. We are about to shake. Man, this was a great episode. Major shout out to Just to Kick It for EP for letting us come in early to knock this out. Bryce, tell the people where they can find you for all your outstanding SLU basketball coverage.
Yes, sir. IG PriceCheck Pod for everything that content that I'm putting out, both podcast and SLU. You also Real NTZ Network. We putting up everything from our post game wrap ups to highlights and things that we get from inside the arena. So continue checking us out. Third man will be at SLU the rest of the season. Goal for us is to also go to the A10 tournament in Pittsburgh in March. Ooh. So
I want to go with you.
Definitely hoping that we can pull that off, and if so, man, hopefully Sue can go get us a win while we out there.
Damn right, man. That's what I'm talking about, fam. I'm so hype on SLU basketball right now. Been wanting to go.
Yeah.
Guru
Also,
tell-
again, I said it to start the show, but if you have not been to Chavis Arena to see the Billikens play, please go do yourself a favor.
Go.
Get that ticket.
Go.
Great environment. They do a lot of crazy fun promotions and things like that in arena. So go check the SLU Billikens out.
Right on, man.
My name is Marshall, and you can find me on Instagram at @TheRealMarshallB. Thanks for having me here again.
Oh, man, always. This was dope. A lot of crazy stuff going on in Minnesota right now. I think it's disgusting. Keep praying, keep supporting them people out there. They could definitely use your help. And don't forget, what was the brother's name? Was Kevin Porter Jr. that got killed by ICE in the summertime, right?
Let me double check that.
Yeah, it was Kevin Porter Jr. Nobody's or I think it was Kevin Powell. No one is talking about this brother. Just got killed by ICE for shooting fireworks at his own home or shooting his gun during 4th of July at his home, which a lot of people do across the country. No one's talking about that brother just killed by ICE for no reason. Americans are being.
Keith Porter.
Keith Porter Jr. Thank you so much for looking that up. Keith Porter Jr. Just remember him, y'all, because we remember Renee Good, rest in peace. But we got to remember Keith Porter Jr. as well. Rest in peace to that brother. Killed by ICE. ICE is being attacked and killed by Americans. I mean, ICE is they're attacking us. So I'm pissed off.
ICE is attacking and killing Americans.
They are, bro. Like, literally, it's so fucked up. And not to mention what's happening to our Latino brothers and sisters. Like, I'm so pissed off by this shit. Fuck ICE, fuck Dump. Keep smoking, keep hooping. And Pats, make sure y'all get this win. Thank you for coming out, brothers.
Go
I
Rams.
appreciate y'all.